I'm rolling with FD.
I am rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
We are rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
We got alphas and bros in the house.
That's right. Peace out, my brother.
Woo!
I'm rolling with the F to the D.
Learn something new every day when you're rolling with FD.
We are rolling with FD, baby.
I roll with one person, and that's FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
You
I
gotta
love
love
it,
it,
man.
man.
Hey, Renee, who you rolling with?
Rolling with FD.
Hey, Matt.
Rolling with FD.
You don't have to ask. I'm rolling with FD.
My man, C. Bless. Who you rolling with?
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
That's how you just rolling, right? That's the whole thing, right? You roll with it.
I'm rolling with FD.
Manny and Jeremy, who you rolling with?
We're rolling with FD. We don't want to get our asses kicked.
My man, Dan, the card man. I appreciate you, dog. You gotta let the people know who you rolling with.
Well, obviously I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
Jason Cardboard is rolling with FD.
Rolling with FD.
What's up, everybody? This is FD. What's the play? Coming through. Big Jon in the house. What's going on, man? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Big Jon is up in here. I can't hear you yet. We're on December 17th, Tuesday. Ready to rumble. Got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Are you all ready? Is the question. What's up with Patrick Mahomes? Came out today in practice, trying to make sure that his knee is right. Excuse me, his ankle is correct. Try to put a little weight on it. Next game is on Saturday. Let's see how that goes. Are the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl this year, people? A lot of people told me last year, FD, you're hating. You said they're not going to win, and then they won. But are they going to win again? I don't know. We'll see. I guess they have a good enough shot of anybody else. We saw the Lions come out against the Bills and not look good. I mean, at the beginning of the game, not look good. I believe we have parity in the league. I'm not saying anything you don't know. We got to find out who's who. Who's really doing what? We got to see who's doing what on that given week to win, to proceed on. We got to see. Because other than that, we will never know. Right? Because all these records, the facade of winning, this team is this, come out, lay an egg. Hey, Josh Allen's looking good, people. And I've been the first person to say, man, that dude's not that dude. But he's looking good. Big Jon's back. Big Jon, how you doing?
How we doing? I think I got it fixed.
We got a comment here. Happy birthday.
Well, it's going to be every stream. What's up, Dom?
Rolling. What's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. A lot of interesting things happening today in the hobby and sports. We got trades going down, new All-Star format, new Heisman. Good thing.
Well, we really knew who the Heisman was going to be. We really knew, right?
Yeah, we knew who it should have been, but we had to count. You can't discount the haters.
Well, so let me ask this question. Got a few people in here. Why do some people think that Travis shouldn't have won? I just don't get that. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Why is that? And I know some people that I'm cool with that are like, there's no way Travis should have won that award.
Because if you look at his stats, singularly, if he has a wide receiver or as a cornerback is definitely in the great category. But as a receiver, is good. 92 receptions, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. So
So this is the stat I look at. This is the stat I look at. You play over 130 snaps a game at a high level. I don't ever see you taking time off. I don't ever see you half butt running a route. I don't see you not closing on the ball when you should and just giving up a reception. I don't see any of that. How does a man play 130 snaps a game?
No, I don't know, because that's crazy. You see that in high school. Smaller inner city high schools, that's where you see that at. You don't see that in college.
No.
At high levels, not D1.
Not at all.
And he deserved it. When he won the Blitnikoff, I thought to myself, is he the best wide receiver? But I couldn't think of a name of any other wide receiver in college football this year.
This is my point.
Right? I couldn't think of you. I couldn't name you another wide receiver on any team this year in all college football.
No.
I don't even know who the other receivers are on Colorado.
There's nobody else like Trav.
Like, who's Ohio State's receiver? Who's LSU number one receiver? Then you don't have the Marvin Harrisons, the Justin Jeffersons, the big names, Devontae Smiths. You don't have these big name wide receivers in college football this year. I couldn't name them. Any big program, No. So name another defensive back.
That's closing on the ball.
Yeah.
That's tackling for loss. That's tackling to end games. I can't name one.
So, Gentry was the only other realistic option.
And I know he had yards. Yeah. I get that. But at the end of the day, you're going against a guy who's playing 130 snaps a game and is extremely effective.
On both sides.
On both sides of the ball. The only thing he could have did was like Charles Woodson was going to return some kicks.
Yep. So what is he doing? Where is he at in the NFL? Is he? I think he's a corner.
I think he's a corner that plays some wide receiver.
So is he a corner in the sense that he's Jalen Ramsey when he came to the league corner? Or is he a corner in the sense that he's Devin Hester, where he's going to start at corner and eventually they're going to try to turn him into a wide receiver?
He's way better than Devin Hester in technique, playing corner. Mm-hmm. That's also, remember, Edelman played some. Yeah. But he's much better than Devin Hester. I remember those days. I was looking at some film the other day.
Yeah,
Devin Hester playing corner.
Yeah, he started off as a corner.
Yeah.
Was a solid starting corner.
Yes. But not Hall of Fame. Not a Hall of Famer.
Not a corner, no. But a kick returner? Come on.
Leave you in the dust. I loved his running style. Very efficient. Mm-hmm. If you want a kid to see somebody else running, you show him a Devin Hester film returning something.
You know what I love about him returning kicks? He never ran at full speed until his blocks were set up.
That's right.
Once he got to his blocks, the Jets came on. He was like a 9.5, 11. But it was never full out catch the ball and I'm running for, and it was never really a stutter. There was times where it was a move because somebody was right in front of him. There's a juke move and he didn't start running. Yeah. But it was never an indecision of what he's going to do with the ball when he got it.
Yeah. True talent. When is the last time a two-way player won the Heisman? Charles Wilson. Charles Woodson. And this is why I put up people like, why are you comparing Charles Woodson to Travis Hunter? I was like, what? These people must not know Charles Woodson played both ways.
Nope.
But he did more kick returning. He did more returns work than
kick return than receiving. And this is what, 25 years ago, something like that?
Bro, this was early 90s?
Yeah, like I don't think I was a teenager yet.
I think I was in college. And I remember he won the Heisman. The following year, I go to Taste of Chicago. And I'm walking, and you just turn on the street. And there's Charles Woodson right there.
And
I was amazed at how tall he was to be that kind of corner.
Yeah.
And in high school, he played running back.
Mm-hmm.
It was phenomenal.
Taste of Chicago, man.
They took you back, bro.
Take you back.
They used to be the bomb.
When
I found out they got rid of that, I shed a tear.
Yeah, man. You got to go down there because it always is. So it started on my birthday and ended on 4th of July.
Yeah,
the whole week. So like I would go twice.
Yeah,
I'd go for my birthday, then I would go for the fireworks in the end of it.
And the first 3 days was nothing like the last 3 days.
Nope.
The last 3 days were off the chain.
Then you in the middle, you had the Jazz Fest, the Blues Fest, hip hop shows going. So like you in Grant Park, kicking it.
You kick it one crew, they leave, or here come another crew.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was before the violence.
Oh yeah, them were the days. So Travis Hunter's girlfriend speaks. What's your thoughts?
And listen, he like it, I love it, whatever. I don't know. Like she's got to defend her actions from the internet, which is wild. She's got to defend, she says some things that are like, he wasn't my type, but again, you were 15, 16, 17. What really was your type? I mean, it doesn't take
Big Jon. Let's get into.
But it doesn't take.
None of these late teens and early 20s are thinking like that.
Yeah,
they feel like they got their type ironed out. You know this. We may look back and say you don't even know your type, but they're not thinking that.
They're not thinking that. I know he's not a fool, but he may be a fool for her. At least that's how it looks outside looking in. But he may not be. You know what? But he's not getting $1 million money and getting a 36-year-old Drea Michelle pregnant. And
like Jalen Green. Yeah.
So at least he's got somebody his age, and they're making whatever mistakes they're making together.
Also, I mean, he has a great mentor.
Yeah.
His mentor has to be talking to him.
Yeah.
He has to be.
And then you got Shiloh, so you got Shiloh and Shedeur. So if she was really bad for him, Dion would have known that, hey, she is bad for you.
Yes, I'm saying.
Right? And he still got his dad, he still got his mom. So I think if she was really that bad, enough people that he listened to would have told him she's bad. If she was that bad, Shedeur, somebody would like, hey, come with me to this party. This is such and such friend. This is my girlfriend's friend. You know what I mean? This is somebody along the way because they all seem very mature. They all seem very smart.
And I hate to say this. Sometimes it's just some young acting stuff.
Yeah.
Like when he wins the Heisman, she's still sitting there. That's just some young acting stuff.
Maybe she didn't know exactly what to do. What was her place?
Maybe she didn't know what to do. Maybe she's a shyer person sometimes. I don't know. But I can think back on people I've dated. And when you think back on it, there was some young acting stuff going on.
So we see this every time the NFL drives.
Yeah.
When we see the girlfriend get super hype and get hugging before the mom get there. Maybe she didn't want to be like that.
Maybe not.
You never know in that moment. But again, internet.
But see, I thought young actor, the way Dion reaches over the mom.
Yeah.
Should we play this? The way Dion reaches over the mom is like, go ahead,
Yeah.
That's what you do in church with young people. That's what you do at a graduation with young people. That's what you do at a choir recital or anything sometimes with some young people sitting there. You're like, go ahead and stand up.
And right now, for the next 6 months, she's in a no-win situation because whatever she does is going to be analyzed, on this show and every other show. Anybody with the internet.
Brian says, I think she's not into sports that much. That could be the case. But your man, your people playing sports. You're on TV because he plays sports. Well, this is another thing. And this is, again, people thinking that they have to explain stuff. And I try to put myself back into that age. I didn't have it, social media. But I don't know why she made a video feeling like she had to explain herself. You don't have to explain anything. Maybe in her world, because she's had social media since she was young. So maybe she feels like she has to just say something. And at the beginning, she said Travis has signed off on all this. It's okay with this.
Mm-hmm. Well, he came out and said, I think was the pivot that he doesn't. The internet talking, and he chose them back just because he knows what the real thing was. So he
posts pictures of her more. The internet is trolling. So hey, it's interesting to me. Zerny draft party. She should stay home. Oh, she'll be there. She'll be there.
But again, Zerny, that's what I mean. If she's not there at the draft party, everybody's going to talk about it. If she's there at the draft party, everybody's going to talk about it. Like, she's in a no-win situation at this moment. Now, once the draft starts, once the draft's over, he gets training camp, she's back. No, you won't unless she says something outlandish on social media, you won't really see or hear from her again. But she's got to survive this next 6 months. And if I'm wrong, isn't she pregnant right now?
Yeah.
So put on top of that too.
She was sitting at the post Heisman event, and he's taking pictures with people. And she says, "Do I have to sit here all night?" How does she think people are going to take that?
I don't think at the moment you care, right? I seen the explanation, but that's at that time. If you don't know what the explanation, she is pregnant. Does she really have to sit here all night? We will. Okay. You do have a point, but we. Okay. I don't want to say the wrong thing. That part of her being pregnant, you got to think about her in the situation. How long a day was that for her?
Okay.
You got kids. Think about
we're not talking about the 23, 22-year-old FD. Maybe my woman's asking me the same thing. But when I had kids, I was 40. So the 40-year-old FD is going, I will make accommodations. You're not sitting here. You're going before I even start talking to people and, hey, what's up? Taking pictures with Henry and Becky and all these people. You're already gone. We got people that's taking you somewhere. So, yeah, you can relax, chill, kick back, do whatever you want to do. Yeah, you don't have to be sitting here. But when I was 22 years old, maybe you're sitting right there.
She's in a no-win situation, and they're both young people in the spotlight becoming parents. Right?
There's a lot going on, right?
So, and the internet just has no grace, right? Internet just has no grace either way for either one of them in this situation. And I think people need to actually take that into consideration and think about it, have some freaking grace, especially if you're a parent. You should just think about this for a moment.
So this is what I would do. I gotta go back. I can't say what I'm gonna say now. I gotta say what I'm gonna say when I'm 22. Because I'm about to say right now, take your whole relationship off social media. It's off. Gone.
People gonna say something about that.
What's that?
People gonna say something about that. Oh,
they can say, but you know what? About 3 months, that fades away. I'm snatching. This is off. But I would be like that right now. Like I would be like Strahan. I would be like, we can name them. I would be like Shannon Sharp. I would not be like Chad Ochocinco. Like I'm taking stuff off.
I would, if I'm Travis' parents, if I'm Dion, I'm sitting them both down and I'm like, hey, can both of you handle the stress of the next 3 months being in line on social media? If not, take it off.
They're gonna say, yeah, Big John, we got this.
But then Dion is gonna say the real and gonna be like, hey, you're pregnant, you guys are having a baby, you're going to the grab. This is the most stressful time you're gonna have of everything once. Is it safe for you in a stress level for being a pregnant mom, a young pregnant mom, to be in this, to put yourself in these stressful situations? Like I just think the father in Dion is gonna come. Because you didn't see what's the one that had a baby with young boy, whatever. You didn't see her late in her pregnancy on social media either.
Who are you talking about?
Dion's daughter.
Oh no, well she was having complications.
But again, so he has that to talk to them about.
Yeah, I get you.
He's going to if Dion's the mentor, father figure that we think he is.
Yeah,
I think he has this conversation with them.
I get you.
Right. So if he take it off, fine. But then, like Toby said, relationships ain't for social media.
Dion knew something. Dion already knows the deal. For him to lean over and ask her to stand up, he knows something. He knows something. Hold on.
The junior we hear?
What's that?
The junior we hear in the background?
Oh, that's Robert messing around.
Robert. Okay.
Robert.
Paxton says when she gonna get her invite?
Who?
My daughter. She said when she's gonna get her invite.
Oh, we need. Yeah, you know what? I was riding this weekend and I thought about this. Yeah, we need to have her. We need to have her on.
Yeah, I mean, I think we do it after the holiday in one of the 2 shows coming up.
Yeah,
I have my son here too. So
yeah, it's so good. Get up in here. Our relationships ain't for social media. Yeah, but Brian, we know we could get on Instagram right now. People we know are all over social media, and they ain't even in the sun, in the lights of everything, in the sunshine, but they're on social media. I mean, this brings up many questions, people. Many questions. Let me ask you this. Let me ask everybody this. If you go to an account that has both people in the relationship in the profile picture, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you're looking up the other one too.
What's that?
You're looking up the other one too. I don't think you're just looking at who, male or female. They got their significant other in the picture. You're gonna see what this person's about as well.
Yeah, but some people believe that's out of bounds. That's over the top. So we have so many interpretations on what we see on social media. So these relationships are going to be all over social media, and it's going to get greater and greater. I'm surprised we haven't had more controversy as far as we've seen people at the draft, but this has been tracking up to the draft. You need Toby Unchained cards to roll with. So we do need Toby on here.
Yes.
And I saw this bogus comment about Magic Johnson being the best point guard of all time. I don't know about that.
Oh,
I don't know about that. That's a guy that's like 6'2" that got something to say about that. But I respect it, right? I respect it.
Speaking of point guards, I am really liking PJ BJ Armstrong's podcast. And how
he speaks facts. He speaks facts.
I am loving his breakdown of the game.
Bruh, he speaks facts. He calls BS for BS, greatness for greatness, and everything in between. He's going to break it down to you. Oh, yeah. But you can't, you can't come through Iowa and be the man and then play with greatness. And you know the game. You got coached by one of the best coaches of all time. You know the game. Yeah. I love to hear what he has to say.
So, who else we got? We got Huddle Card Collection. What's up, Mike? In the chat, Feed the Gods. How y'all doing today?
Yeah, Feed the Gods in the building. What's up, Feed the Gods? What's up, Huddle Card Collection? What is happening up in here? You know what I'm trying to get on my TV right now, right? You know, you see me looking.
I'm playing.
OKC in Milwaukee, baby.
Oh, this NBA Cup.
Yeah, Milwaukee up by 8 points, 72 to 64, with a minute and 53 in the third.
So, man, that Doc slander has slowed down right now. Giannis is playing like an MVP.
Oh, that's just right now, sir. You know this is not gonna last.
Oh, I don't know it ain't gonna last, but I just we got to call it out. Like it's very quiet right now.
Yeah. I mean, they still got to figure out where's Middleton at. He plays like he's hurt. Probably still injured. What is Dame gonna do? Giannis has just said, I'm gonna score more points. And I'm gonna grab more rebounds. This is why these guys. Do you see Milwaukee beating OKC?
No, because they'll come back and win.
Yeah. I see OKC win this game.
Well, hold on. Darvin Ham is undefeated in the NBA Cup, though. So
it doesn't matter. that was a huge. Was that a block or a foul?
Let me put this on in the background because I ain't even got it on. So let's talk about this Bears game last night. Did you watch the whole game?
Catastrophe. I watched a pretty good amount of it. What you got? What you thinking?
You ever get to the point of heartbreak where you're just numb? I'm just numb to it now. Like
every week, let me tell you this. Every week when I tune in, I'm looking for trash. I text, there are about 3 or 4 Bear fans that I know, and I text them a screenshot of the TV, and I said, I'm getting ready to watch the Bears play some trash-ass ball. And they don't disappoint. I want to prove me wrong 1 week.
1 week.
My thing is this, though. Let's break this down. Caleb Williams. Let's break it down. Bro, where's his footwork? Where's his technique? This bro's throwing the ball, jumping in the air. There's several balls he threw last night that faded up on him because he had no contact with the ground, or he won't step into the throw.
You know what's a telling thing? Troy Aikman was lighting into him last night.
He said, I don't know what that dude threw that ball. He said that like 2 or 3 times.
And then he was lighting times around like the first half. Like, why are we still throwing wide receiver screen passes in week 11?
And they're all over it. They're all over to the point where the corner is cheating and blowing up the spot just off formation of the
play.
So as soon as you formate a screen, I'm just blowing it up. I'm just running into it. And you're still throwing the ball. Like every screen, people, just so people know out there, every screen has a fallout. They have at least 2 people on the other side running something else. So if you see the screen blown up, look for your other options, people. You just don't, man, I'm just going to throw the screen no matter what. And Caleb did that a few times. Like he's dropping back, eyeballing people, staring people down, and then throwing the football.
I just don't know. And this is supposed to be the best job out available because of Caleb Williams. I don't know who can fix him. I don't think Ben Johnson of the Lions OC can fix him.
No, who's the Bears interim coach?
Thomas Brown.
Bro. He on the sideline, he looks as confused as if you got a pedestrian off the street to be the head coach.
Bewildered.
He looks like he's They chewing on that gum.
Then we don't announce ourselves eligible on a touchdown play on the one.
Dude, that's Pop Warner football, man. When you come into the game, you get the refs' attention. You make sure that they know I'm going to be on the line or I'm going to be off the line, but I'm going to be an eligible receiver. You do know that, right? I've seen this conversation, like they just said and had the conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ref says, "Oh yeah, I understand. Okay." You just don't come in and line up.
What else happened? I don't know. You know what?
29 on the defense.
Let's just hope he learns how to have a good offseason and come back better.
You gotta cut that. I don't even know what that guy still on the field. You don't know how to defend a Hail Mary, and you still out here talking about you got what was his problem? What was his injury last night?
Oh, the
20. What's his name?
I don't know. I don't know. But I told you I would have cut 29. He wouldn't have came back to Chicago. He'd been left in Washington.
He'd have left before Eberflus.
He'd have been left in Washington. He would have not made it back to Chicago. Not on this bus.
The Bears are just bad. But what I don't understand is that we got people that still believe that they're going to turn the corner or something. They're going to do something here.
Listen, there's no point in winning the rest of the season. Get the 4th, 5th pick and get a good O lineman, get a good defense. No, just get a good O lineman. Don't even get a good defensive lineman. Get a good O lineman. Like just get the 4th, 5th pick, get you a good O lineman. Come back in the second round, get you a running back. Come back and get you a good linebacker in the 3rd. Like just that would be my plan. Like I'm just gonna get some pieces that we can be solid in.
The Falcons better bench cousin.
Kirko.
You know this dude's been playing like trash for weeks.
But it's Kirko, you know.
Ever since he said, "Get up in your trap, take over your trap." Ever since he started saying that.
Yeah. So I mean,
you know how much money he's making?
A lot.
He's the highest paid backup quarterback that became a starter. That's really still a backup quarterback, probably in NFL history. It's bad.
I think he's made like 75% of what Mahomes has made in his career. And that's with the new contract.
Hero 3, I'm with you, man. Trying to get to 4K. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend.
My question is who has Penix cards and how much are they going to go for this week? Because
they'll go for a lot. They'll go for a lot. You think Penix?
I'm not ready football this year.
You think he's ready? You think he's ready for this move?
I don't know.
I'm happy that
you have 11 weeks to back up and watch. I would hope so.
So if he plays this season, he's still eligible to be Rookie of the Year next year.
No.
You know baseball rules?
No, not baseball rules.
Damn, that's messed up.
You won't be able to be Rookie of the Year.
That's messed up.
Cousins signed for 4 years, 180, $40 million a year.
Yeah, you getting paid, baby.
Oh, we're gonna flip back and forth, but for picking that contract, what do you think of Juan Soto?
No man can live out that contract. You go to the Mets to get paid, but there's no ability on the field. He could hit 60 home runs and have 200 RBIs and still won't live out that. I mean, he's not going to fulfill the needs of that contract. But he got paid. He won't be there. He won't be there 15 seasons.
No.
He probably won't be there 4.
No, he'll be there 10.
Okay.
He'll be there 10. Like I said last week, he'll be there about 10. The last 5, he probably won't be there.
You know, after 4 years, him and the Mets, I think both have an opt-out, right?
Yeah, after 5.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but he has an opt-out where they pay him another $5 million a year. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
my thing is, who gets the first $1 billion contract? A basketball player or a baseball player?
Basketball.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody current?
No, they've already said this person is probably in 6th grade right now, something like that. But they're coming.
See, and that's why I think we can get a baseball player first.
Could be. You could be right.
Because you have a lot of. It won't be a pitcher.
No,
but you got a lot of baseball players coming out, getting to the big leagues at 19.
Huddle agrees with you, baseball.
Yeah. Well, the thing with baseball, you get to the big leagues at 19. If like Soto's 26, so your big contract comes at 26.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are in that rarefied air like Soto at 26, you probably be the first $1 billion contract coming out. I think we see a $1 billion contract in 10 years.
I can't dispute that. We just saw crazy money now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Would that make you go see a Mets game?
No, man. Unless they're playing the Cubs.
But remember we talked about a couple of weeks ago about just being relevant.
Yeah.
Signing a big name, having it in the press, getting your jersey on all these social media outlets, people talking about you. The Mets haven't done anything material since the late 60s.
No, but the Mets were relevant last year. You had the whole thing with Grimace, that whole influx of fandom with the Grimace since when they started winning that winning streak after Grimace came to a game. You've had the closer with the guy playing the saxophone out. Like they've been top of the line as far as media conscious and up front. Soto makes him a little bit better. But I think the Yankees got better today when they traded for Cody Bellinger. So
yeah, that was supposed to happen.
I think they got better today.
What did Cody Bellinger hit last year?
Let's see.
Wasn't that impressive?
No, but you know what he is?
What?
A Gold Glove outfielder.
Pull that up so we can.
He's a Gold Glove outfielder, and that's Juan Soto only hit 35 home runs.
Huddle says Mets still need another bat at the top of the rotation. What does that pitching look like?
So Cody hit 18 home runs, batted .266 with 78 RBIs.
That's
a
an
WAR of 2.2.
That's an average player, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Soto only hit 35 home runs. Soto was 41 home runs, 109 RBIs, 7 stolen bases, 7 outs. Okay, he was much better than I thought he was.
Yeah, Cody Bellinger.
I mean, when I'm wrong.
Oh, but hopefully he can find a rebirth.
Yeah, but you got the short porch in Yankee Stadium. You have a bona fide Gold Glove outfielder that also can play first base and a lefty power hitter. All right. So even if they put him at first base, that's a big upgrade for Anthony Rizzo.
But the big thing is that Bellinger's father played there. So he's basically coming back home.
Mm-hmm.
Your buddy says, "Come on, Mets were one game away from the first World Series this year. Won 101 in 2022. Made the World Series in 2015. Okay, but I know you're a fan, but none of what you just named means a damn thing.
Dom, I defended the team, and I'm a Cubs fan.
That doesn't mean anything. Absolutely not. Who won 100 games in 1972? Not much. Hate to be that dude. I think I'm walking back. I don't know what's going on out here. You know, Milwaukee's up by 19 points.
Yeah, I just looked down and seen that by 19.
And Giannis is a problem for OKC.
Mm-hmm.
And Giannis is a problem. You got people hitting threes. Gonna be some growing pains on OKC. Joakim Noah's at the game.
Yep.
Yeah, Bucks are pulling away. This thing about over.
Oh, that's another thing I need to get from a Cards perspective. I need to get the rookie year Bull Star lineup from Derrick Rose rookie year. I need one card of all those. You need a space card.
One card of who? One card of
who? Rose's rookie year, the Bull Star lineup that year. They went to the playoffs. I need a Boozer. I have a Noah. I need a Boozer. I need a Rip Hamilton. I need a Luol Deng, and I gotta get a Rose rookie. I want that whole starting five. One of my favorite teams all time. So I want a base rookie card of all of those.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
I think that fits my fandom perfectly.
Hey, what about the Chiefs, man?
Russ will keep him in it.
You think Mahomes is hurt, seriously?
Even if he's hurt seriously, they will sit him out for the end of the season, and he'll be back for the playoffs. Russ will carry them the rest of the way.
Who's their backup quarterback?
Isn't it? I don't know. Somebody in the chat knows. Look it up.
Carson Wentz. That's right.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz. Might hold it down.
Oh, so we got a couple of baseball fans in here. Did anybody else know that Topps Brooklyn collection came out this week? Because I just found it out today, and I am mad I didn't know that.
Also, Ohtani 50-50 came out. What, last week?
And then you have the Topps. What was that? The oversized cards from Topps NFL. What's it called? Came out.
Topps NFL oversized cards.
Yeah, it's like, or I don't know. It's
What's the name of them, Big Jon? Just oversized?
No, it starts with an E. I can't think of the name of it. Let me see. I'm on Beckett right now to see the release guys.
Yeah, this game is wild.
I don't know. I gotta find it. I don't know where I've seen it at.
Have you seen pictures of the cards?
No, I was listening to something about them. I'll find it. We'll circle back to it so we're not wasting time.
But did you see this Ohtani 50-50?
No, you got it up?
Doesn't look great. I was watching Pac-Man's opening earlier. Top's chrome.
But I'll put a Brooklyn collection. This is a quiet, slept-on set. I have I think 1 or 2 cards from Lewis Roberts from back in 2021 of this set.
Mm-hmm.
And
I guess it's 1 of 1. It's a huge chase card, but this is interesting. So I guess this is the Wemby Mercury, kind of.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember hearing about this. Yes. So what they did was they sold it and then released it 3 months later, so you couldn't just automatically reflip it. So now it's just getting shipped out. I remember hearing about this, the 50-50.
It's interesting. I think he opened. I don't know if he opened a box or several boxes. Interesting stuff.
So check out these cards. I know you're not a big baseball fan, but
what you got?
These actually look kind of nice.
These do look nice.
And then some of the inserts. The retro.
What is this called?
Brooklyn Collection. This was a set for the Montgomery Club members for on tops.
Okay.
Well, look, autograph parallels. 1 out of 2 black. 1 out of 3 packs for a gold. Like, so you get some nice autos coming out of these packs. You know, even for the parallels, right? Die cuts are 1 out of 9 boxes. Reds are 1 out of 36. Platinums 1 out of 179. So like this is a nice little set. With some very decent players. Like you got all the Skeens in it, Dominguez, Yamamoto.
What did you say a box cost?
$280. It's like $280. Let me see. That's what they had it up for. Let's go back. Boxes on eBay. Yep. 280.
I wouldn't say I'm not into baseball.
I mean, not you're not into baseball. It's not like something you collect on a regular.
I know what you mean.
But like that's a sneaky set that won't really go down in value because there's just not a lot of those cards. Only problem is
that Skeens is a rookie. The kid from the Padres is a rookie.
From the Padres.
Yeah, Padres, right?
Jackson Merrill.
Yeah.
Jackson Merrill, yeah. Jackson Merrill. I think Ellie might be working that. Like, this is the one I have. Let me see. They're thicker cards. This is the Lewis Robert 9.
Okay.
Out of 1, out of 40. Blue out of 40. And it's still value, even at the 9, even after he had a terrible season, it's still about a $75 value. But we know I got low, so.
And what is his scouting report? Like, is he swinging at stuff he shouldn't be swinging at? Like, what's going on with him?
Injuries. He was one of the first people that they were paying before they got to the pros, like they did, like the Brewers did with Jack Centurio.
Okay.
and he's just been injured. He started that trend of we holding on to the time and paying them, right as they come up and giving them a big check right as they come up. And he's just been injured.
So what do you foresee going down at the NBA trade deadline?
Jimmy gets moved. And I think that's the only big name that gets moved.
You don't think Embiid's going anywhere?
I don't think anybody that wants to win a championship this year is going to take Embiid.
Is he playing right now?
Nothing. I don't think so. I think he's out. Matter of fact, I know he's out because Paul George and Tyrese Maxey had a big game.
Yeah, that's right.
So I knew he's out.
Paul George is out there trying to ball.
So the Dennis Schroeder trade is a very interesting trade for the Warriors.
What are you thinking?
They did it on the very first day that it was eligible to trade, and it was the only trade they could make. They had to make it that day, and it's the only trade they can make where they stay under the first apron, and they can still trade that player. And it was the only trade that Brooklyn could make to get rid of payroll and not have to take on a lot of payroll. That's why there was no draft picks, because Golden State only had like 500,000 they had to move with for salary. And the fact they was able to trade an injured player who won't play this year, it's just very interesting how both GMs played with the new set of rules to make the trade happen.
Is there an attempt? Let me just ask this question. Is there an attempt to ensure that Steph Curry is relevant the next 3 seasons?
By the Warriors or by the NBA?
NBA.
No, because he would have got that foul call the other night. So I don't think it's about the NBA. I don't think he'd be relevant because he's Stephen Curry.
Right after that, ticket price. Nobody cares about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares. I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks fans probably care. OKC fans probably care.
But those fans are not in Las Vegas.
Speak on it. So
my brother was at the game. My brother and my nephew, they live out in Vegas. They went to the game, and they enjoyed themselves watching the game, semifinal games. But you watch it on TV, the crowd has no reaction up or down on anything.
Yeah, I saw this. Embiid did get hit in the face. Now he's had a fractured orbital bone.
Mm-hmm.
Now he has a fractured nose. And he played with Bell's palsy.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody knows Bell's palsy, it is extremely painful.
Yeah. Does he play another 3 years?
He's what?
Does he play another 3 years?
With the right people around. I think he can. Gotta have the right people though. And if he doesn't play another 3 years, who is he? Who is he in the grand scope of big men? In history of basketball, who is he? How far will he be away from the Joker when people look back?
Oh, far.
Far. But head up, Joker can't do anything with him.
No.
It's funny how that works.
It's basketball. I mean, the first half of basketball season is more boring than baseball season.
That's why we have this cup right now.
It's just more. It's
because you can be one of the best teams right now. Doesn't mean you win the championship.
Nope. Oh, what else happened this week?
When healthy, Embiid is the best low post player in the NBA.
He don't play in the low post no more.
No, he likes to step out and turn around and hit that jumper in your face. So Doc Rivers was coaching like trash, and he's about to win the NBA Cup.
Mm-hmm. So, the All-Star break, the All-Star game for NBA. Did you see the new format?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Pull this up. You got to do something to get this thing. Probably still not going to work.
I would have thought USA versus the world might have been a good format to have just for one season. I would have going back to East versus West would have been fine by me as well.
Oh, that's what KD said. I wonder if KD was involved in the planning process.
No.
Let's see here.
But let's just make sure that the 3-point contest ends the All-Star Saturday night and not the dunk contest.
You know about that dunk contest ending?
Listen,
You think
if Ja, realistically, who would you want in the dunk contest this year? Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards. Who else?
You think Ja can win the slam dunk contest? Oh, look impressive.
I would want to see in it. I would want to see Ja. I want to see Anthony Edwards. Outside of that this year, who do you want to see in it?
Shaden Sharp. He's one person that comes to mind.
Yeah, not interested.
Really?
Nope. Not familiar with his game.
Oh, he got boings. He can.
Yeah, he got. We want to see the stars in the All-Star game.
Dude, they're not gonna do that
in the dunk contest. I want to see the stars.
They're not doing it. Ja and Edwards are too scared to do that. Fellow says be trash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find. Do you have the? I'm trying to find the graphic that lays out the new format. I guess I'm just gonna give my people a visual here. I know there's gonna be some people picking teams. There's gonna be some honorary coaches. Oh, 2025.
There's nothing like I'm on NBA.com. There's nothing simple to show.
No, there isn't. Even though I desire that, there is nothing.
But 4 teams, 3 games, each first team to reach 40 points wins. 8 players on each team.
Mm-hmm. And then we got some honorary. What we got here? The 4th team will be the winning team from the championship game of the Rising Stars.
Yeah.
So we're trying to incorporate. This is all marketing. Just trying to get everybody in there. So you're gonna have some G League people in there, some NBA people in there. Each team will have 8 players and be named for a TNT NBA analyst. The 24 NBA All-Star selections will be divided evenly into 3 teams. with the rosters drafted by TNT's Inside the NBA commentators and honorary team general managers Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. The three analysts will make their respective picks for Team Charles, Team Shaq, Team Kenny. I mean, this is like
marketing.
Yeah, you're taking every aspect of this game and you're weaving it together to make a game. I will say this. I'm looking at this. This game is about over. I don't know if OKC came out here ready to get after stuff. I think they played their best game last game.
It's just amazing how well Giannis has been with the Nass's back on the sideline.
Yeah, I think that's how they roll, man. I think he needs that. He's talking a bit like Bronny and LeBron. If he leaves, he's taking.
Yeah, it's my emotional support brother.
Well, first off, OKC is not shooting well. They're shooting 34% from the field, 15% from the three. You're not winning anything. They're 5 of 32 from the three. You're not winning anything, bro. Not in the NBA. Meanwhile, Milwaukee's shooting 42% and 42% from the three. So that's the ball game.
You know something we haven't talked about this NBA season? JJ Redick as coach of the Lakers. What you get on so far?
As my folks say, mid all the way.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything special, bro.
The only thing I've seen different is that he's actually coaching and running plays and trying to develop people and get people to go in the right spots and do the right things.
That's cool.
That's the only thing different.
Wins and losses are the same as that.
Wins and losses are the same.
Also, when he said at the beginning of the season he was going to drive his offense through AD, 82 games, we all knew that wasn't going to happen.
It was first 2 weeks and back to LeBron.
Yeah, it's not happening.
And what's with this stepping away from the team?
Well, he came back, didn't he? Did he come back there?
Is he back?
Yeah. Probably got some things to take care of, man. You know what I think, but
you know what people say, had to go to Germany to get them roids.
Either had to go to Germany or he had to answer some questions at a trial. One or the other.
Had to get deposed.
Yeah, getting his depose on. So one or the other. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to answer some questions.
That one video is
ain't no party like Diddy party. Cause Diddy party don't stop.
What did you mean by that?
This is what I always say. Well, there's a belief out there that if you're gonna do some stuff, just go ahead and do it. Keep your mouth closed. I wouldn't even have been home with Diddy, but if I am, I'm like, hey man, we think about my parties. What? Think about what? That could have been an answer.
I'm sure you threw a good party.
Yeah, I mean, people have said that you threw a good party, but I don't know. Let me see if I can find this clip because to me it was hilarious at the time. And what's up with Diddy with the salt and pepper beard in this thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, here we go. I'm pretty sure somebody's asking some questions.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
Yeah, that's what's up.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
we gotta figure it out.
Excuse me, sir. What do you mean by that?
Well, I take it. So do the Lakers make a trade?
What's
Who
that?
did they trade? Who did the Lakers trade? Cam Reddish?
They traded Cam Reddish?
I'm saying who do they trade to make a move?
No way. They don't have anybody that's worth.
And they don't have draft picks.
Mm-mm.
So they gotta call OKC.
AR-15. I don't think anybody's coming for him.
Nobody's coming from him, and he's cheap. They're better off to keep him because he's cheap.
Dude, that caused all kind of problems for Shedeur that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Doc Rivers trying to put that. What do you think? I'm trying to put that defense down. What do you think Dame is doing in Milwaukee? Like when he's not playing
In the studio?
in the studio?
Yeah.
What, making raps?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got a rap.
Okay.
He got to put his bars down.
Okay. I'll go with that.
He not in Houston, man. Ain't nothing to do in Milwaukee.
That's something.
You know, Milwaukee ain't nothing but a bougie Chicago.
Who is this young lady behind Dame dancing and looking into the camera?
Mm-hmm.
Are you watching this?
I see it.
Who is she?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask my question again.
Mm-hmm.
What is Dame doing in Milwaukee?
Listen, you know he going through the divorce. You know he got.
I mean, paperwork probably already filed. Right? Don't worry about that.
She a photographer or something. Ain't she got a camera?
Is she? She got her phone out.
Oh, that's a phone.
Yeah, she documented.
Yeah, she working. She on the clock.
She working.
You leave that young lady alone.
I'm just asking questions, man. This whole thing looks interesting to me.
You just trying to
You just on the court. All right, you just on the court.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a celebration. She worked for the team. Team won.
Hey, it's all good, bro.
They don't get $1 million. What they get, like a
200? Yeah, 500K.
500K a piece. Yeah.
Who was it? Some player said if I got 500. Oh, J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith said if I got 500K, it's already spent.
No, it's by reporters. By reporters, it ain't spent, but it's already spent. If I get extra 500K, it's spent.
I would think that's a vacation. That's a few things. Good evening, FD and Big Jon. What's up, Brendan?
What's up, Brendan?
What's going down?
Brendan with the fire AI renders for me. They're trying to do some.
I wonder if anybody came up to Doc on game day and said they was drunk today. NBA Cup!
Probably Chris Middleton, you know. I can't play. My leg hurt. I was out drinking.
Man, bro, they got me on this new Hennessy healing plan.
I wonder how many times.
What?
I wonder how many times J.R. Smith told this coach that she was drunk.
Well, with Doc, you got Lemon Pepper Williams said that, and Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce?
Lemon Pepper was in the game. Paul Pierce was in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Lemon Pepper said he was about to leave the club, and a whole bunch of
the next shift came in. He had to stay.
Yeah, a lot of people came in and punched the clock, so he couldn't just leave.
He couldn't leave without helping all of the community.
Yeah, and this will go back to the question I was just asking about Dame. But it's all good.
He rapping. He's gonna go back, fly, and go get right into the studio. You know, lay his NBA Cup rap.
Mm-hmm. Giannis about to drop the trophy. What is Giannis doing? He's wild, man. So what happens if he holds the trophy up now and then is playing on another team later?
Hey, this is what it is.
We haven't seen that yet.
They not trading them. Not this season.
Okay. All right. I'll play. I'll play alone.
We ain't gotta play. We ain't gotta play alone. As long as he's happy, they not trading him.
Okay.
So you have 2 months to. If they go on another losing streak after this, then he may be moved to that deadline. But
I just wonder where he's going when he leaves. It's coming, Big Jon.
I think this trade deadline is going to disappoint you.
I don't think so. We'll play this back.
What is Brendan over here talking about?
What is who?
Brendan, read that comment.
Have you guys called that piggy bank lawsuit story? Yeah, I saw that.
Tell me about it, 'cause I did not catch that.
Well, we know that piggy banks has been using name and likeness of different players for a while. Let me see here. We try to pull this up. Let me pull this up. Where is this? Brendan, when was it posted? Because I've heard some stories about this. Well, piggy banks, as we know, has been using name and likeness of individuals now for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some paperwork was filed. Trying to find it here. Oh, Dan the Card Man posted. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where he posted it at because I don't see it in the story. This is on his YouTube.
It's on his YouTube. Let me check him out.
It's on his YouTube.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up.
All right.
Oh, just saw it. Hold on here.
Doing another card artist for IP infringement. And the reason why this is interesting, the reason why this is funny, is the individual suing.
So this is the comedy. Then I'm going to get back to this clip. Let's say I make cards using someone else's likeness. Mm-hmm. And then Big Jon, you start making cards that are similar to mine. And I sue you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is about.
I don't have the right to do it, but I'm doing it anyway. Now, if you're doing it and your cards are, and what you do is making money to me, I'm suing. So we jealous.
I'm salty. Yeah.
We got some salt. We got some salt in the game.
Yeah.
For IP infringement, consistently steals IP from other brands themselves. So this thing is, beyond hilarious. It's beyond peak hypocrisy. It's one of the craziest things you probably see. And I want to hear what you guys have to say down below, because there are a number of influencers out there that, collect this guy's stuff that, maybe not doing the right thing by doing so, considering they're not paying for any of the IP that they're using. Now, this does, in fact, relate to piggy banks. And if you guys have not heard of this individual before, I've been told maybe it's 3 or 4 people, but let's just assume it's one man and one company. But they go ahead and make these custom cards. They put them in these custom slabs, and they're all meant to be one of ones. And I'll get back to that in a second. Now, the reason why people have had accusations towards piggy banks in the past is because they're sort of using multiple brands, IP, and not getting permission to do them, right? They've clearly got Grogu here from, Star Wars. There's, I think, LeBron in the background of this one. You've got G.I. Joe and then Joe Burrow over here. So they're not paying for the rights to produce these things. They're going ahead and producing them without, getting copyright, approvals and the like. And, dozens, thousands more of the same thing. Now, I can't show you his Instagram because he banned me for pushing back on the fact that he's using these IPs and not paying for it. But what is really interesting is that in the last few days, or in the last couple of weeks, I should say, he sent out, a cease and desist to somebody taking the piss out of him, and that is Cartier West Customs on Instagram. Because what this individual started to do was, take the piss out of Piggy Banks. He created this Piggy Spanks account, took the piss out of his label, had the one of one of a lot. I'll get back to that point, like I said, in the future. Essentially started doing what this guy was doing himself. And, what sort of transpired is the fact that he received a cease and desist for IP infringement on the Piggy Banks brand. And, Paul Lesko on Twitter, as always, covers this stuff in detail. And I just thought this was freaking hilarious, because what is sort of going on here is that, Piggy Banks is saying this guy's flat out copying what we're doing. He's using our IP, he's using our brand to sort of make money, and we're going to sue him. And I think they were asking for around 150 grand per card or something along those lines. But, the thing here is that it's, peak hypocrisy. You've got an individual over here, stealing branding from Nintendo, stealing branding from G.I. Joe, stealing branding from Disney, not paying those companies to do that, and then going ahead and, being hypocritical to somebody doing the same thing back to him. Like, this stuff is honestly hilarious. And to go back to my point, a little earlier about the one of ones, all of, Piggy Banks cards are meant to be one of one. All the slabs will typically say one of one, like you can sort of see there. It's probably a bit hard to see, one of one. But what has sort of been rumored in the past is that multiple of these cards have shown up. So they're not, true one of ones per my understanding. And the thing that's also really interesting throughout this whole process is the way this guy goes ahead and sells these cards, because, he doesn't sell them as cards. He sells them as art. Number one, he's trying to protect the IP infringement from that regard. But then it's also done via lotteries. It's done by randoms and all that kind of thing. So it's not a traditional website selling one-to-one to a customer. And, I think the reason for that being the case is because if he was selling it, he'd be basically chased down by these companies he's infringing on the IP of. And obviously all these things are just my opinion, but if you go on social media, go online, you're going to see a lot of people sort of push back for the same things that I'm saying, which is also the reason why, Cartier West Customs decided to go ahead and start making these accounts, because you had this individual making all these things, infringing upon IPs, and then wanted to do it back to him to give him a taste of his own medicine.
So, do you know anyone personally that buys Piggy Banks product?
Yeah, we know the same person.
So it's been very difficult for me to get into that stuff. It's just me. It's just hard to. It's just hard.
So let's break this down. Piggy Bank sells his cards as art works, which is how you can try to maneuver around the copyright infringement from all the other brands. Even though you're using, so I deal with copyright stuff every day. And from a U.S. copyright standpoint, you can't, if something's copyrighted, you can't reproduce it and make money off it. Use that image and likeness to make money off something that's copyrighted.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he's selling it as art, it is still copyright infringement if you look at the letter of the rule.
Yes.
All right. And, there's a lot of things when it comes to Disney, they call me out straight up, no, we can't do it. It's just straight up, no. It's Disney, no. Don't even play with it. It's Disney, no. Well, I got it from Etsy. I got it from this. Yeah. You have the right to print it, but I don't. Type of thing.
True.
So that's why I would think this works falls under. Mm-hmm. And I think the more money and the more value his cards become, when the lawsuits roll end, whoever Piggy Banks is a person or a conglomerate is going to be in a world of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Hive has a little oversight in this area, but here's the thing. If you look up Disney's lawsuits, they don't play about the copyright.
They do not. Oh, video, art, whatever.
They don't play about their copyright. And the thing that is most likely to happen, he's going to reach a point in value that is worth it for them to go after him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're probably just waiting on. All right. Disney's lawyers cost a lot. And they don't go and do anything. They're like, state's attorneys. When they go after you, they know they're going to win. It's no chance we're losing this battle. I've done all the research. I'm going to win. And 12K is nice money, but it ain't the millions that it's going to cost for those lawyers to pursue that case. That's the thing. If you look at what Disneyland did to get all the land they have in Florida and how many different rules and regulations and laws they either not protested, but they what's what I'm looking for? They campaigned for to get that land in Florida to where they pay minimal taxes. Like they fought for so long to keep the original Mickey Mouse IP as copyright, and they just lost it because it's been like over 100 years, and they couldn't use any legal tactics to keep it.
How do these things start, though? These things start because Brendan says it's an interesting time in the hobby. People look for different revenue streams, and then they want to sell you something that you're familiar with. And they want to sell you something that it's not expensive to make. Yeah, it became open game, but piggy banks are doing stuff outside of Disney that's not.
Yeah, Grogu ain't 90 years old.
And Brendan, if they made a card of your face, and you are a public figure, that's an issue. So
here you go. Unauthorized use of Disney content is infringement. This can involve selling merchandise, using characters and performances, or creating derivative works without permission. Disney actively monitors and enforces their right, taking legal action against those who violate copyright rights. So once Disney goes after him or her or them, it's a wrap. It's a wrap on anything going forward.
But at that point, what happens to the value of the cars produced already?
I mean, they may increase even more because they can and won't be replicated.
You think it's long term in this? You think it's long term value here?
Medium term.
Okay. All right.
They're on the rise now. As anything, if the potential for them not to be made anymore, they're going to rise more, and then slowly nobody else will care about them because it's not in the form like 20 years later they won't care about them. But for the next 3 to 5 years, you got some market inflection and going around. But the key to that statement was Disney actively, right? Disney actively monitors and enforces their rights.
What if the Kobe estate wanted to go after?
They have every right to. I think the cards are cool. I think the cards look good. I think it's interesting. It's something custom. But if you want to talk about the legal side of this, I don't think there's a legal, piece of land he can stand on, or they can stand on, or it can stand on when it comes to somebody suing one of these companies, suing it. Now, the lawsuit they put up against the other company, that's just salt in the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's making
I'll tell you this. The first time I saw piggy banks products, I just didn't even know what that was. Big John, if you and I get in the garage and make a card, and we put it in a nice holder, and we put one on the back of the front. What is that?
It's a card. It's unlicensed.
Okay.
They like it. It'd be interesting to see what happens. I want to see how many of those tweets have somebody tagged Disney in about the card, the lawsuits, things like that in.
Brendan says if you ask someone when piggy banks first started if his cards would ever reach 12K, they will laugh you out of the room.
True. But,
I would have told you that a Topps PSA 10 LeBron James Topps Chrome rookie base would have reached 55K. Would you laugh at that?
So that makes me wonder the artist, Mr. Monopoly, that does all the Monopoly paintings and stuff. I wonder, did he reach out to and get permission and copyright to do that out of Monopoly? Have you seen some of his art and his works?
No, just about to pull it up.
He's a pretty well-known artist in the art community.
Yeah, let me pull this up. Oh, you already got it.
This is Ice Cream Richie sold out.
It's interesting, D.
You know what?
So many things. But
I'm gonna have to reach out to this artist that I know that does stuff at the EC3 class. I bought pictures for my daughter of like Bluey and stuff. So I should probably reach out to him and see his thoughts on this. Or we can reach out to the artist we had on a couple weeks ago as well. You know, and see.
I mean, these are the things like Brendan says. Ermsey is a legend.
Mm-hmm.
We know Ermsey works with Canvas Marketing. There's just some things to me that just I don't know. There's a short-term move and a short-term play to it, but I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. Big John, what it tells me, we should start printing cards in the garage, man.
I got an eco tank. You can make it into a sublimation. You know, we can do some printing. We can get some good paper, 110 card stock. You know,
print some LeBrons, print some KDs, print some James Hardens.
Why are we printing James Harden?
He just went off. Yeah, 40 something. Isn't he second all time, third all time?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a market there, man. It's not alienate. You know what I'm saying?
Is it though?
What are we gonna call him though?
I don't know. We're thinking something creative.
Gotta be shiny though, catch people's eyes.
You pick up anything good this week?
No. Nothing since the front row car show. No. Oh, well. Yeah, I picked up a rookie card of a guy. Yeah, but nothing huge. This guy just happens to be out here right now.
Who, Chet?
No. It's I think it's a Heisman card.
Okay.
I used to make up cards in high school. There we go. On eBay, we see cards that are made up that are sold.
I am pretty happy. Picked up some WWE cards. I picked up some WNBA cards from Jerry this week.
What'd you pick up? You say Agent Wilson just got that huge contract, right?
Yeah, with Nike, right? No, I picked up Cardoza Green Ice from Select.
I like Cardoza.
I picked up some local CT Suns, some Alyssa Thompson's cards from just dollar cards from him. But those are good for me to have because I very well can get those signed at a show or out. So I'm sure I can I'm sure I can get those cards signed at some time. So, but nothing super fancy. You know, everybody check out if you want to see them, you can check out my Instagram, my TikTok. They post it up, but some good little stuff I like.
What was Jerry selling? Whatnot?
Oh yeah, Whatnot sell. Well, this was we worked out a deal beforehand.
Cool.
Which I'm glad we did because I got some couple cards from Whatnot, and they were like got them for like a couple of dollars. I ended up selling them for like $30, $40, $50.
Okay.
So this deal, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it on Whatnot. Let's do it off Whatnot, and make it fair. Because I didn't expect to have that type of gains just reselling them. And I'm sure if I was in a bigger Whatnot room, I would have got them more closer to the eBay price than getting them for $1 and $2.
Yeah. I got it.
We talk about how we grow the hobby, how we create a relationship. Keep it fair, right? I was able to eat a little bit, and these cards for the PC, so I have no problem paying a fair market for them.
Yeah,
putting the money I just made back into them.
So we got Jordan Brown saying we can call it Three Brothers Shine. Interesting name. Brandon said we all hobby different. Sometimes people surprise you. I don't know. I just feel like there are other products though that shock me that people get excited about. Zerny, FD, the cards I made was low quality technology, wasn't up to late graphics. Mostly drawn by. Oh, I get it. Like I said, we see some hand drawn stuff on.
We started with hand drawn Paul Skeen stuff is going for.
This is 101 stuff, so it's on eBay. Big Jon, I see you stop in my room. Oh, you on his Whatnot page?
Yeah, I probably am. I come by for a couple minutes. Sometimes I'm just at work listening to what's going on.
Man, I need to get on Whatnot. I'm missing. I need to get on Fanatics. I'm slipping.
I don't know, for some reason I just can't get jiggy with Fanatics.
Why not?
It's just
there's something in the back of your mind that
I don't know. It's just it's a block there going on Fanatics Live. Like I have accounts, but it's just a block me by.
Are you picking up your tickets for the next live event?
No, I'm not. I'm probably not going. I know for a fact I'm not going.
I won't be there.
I got a cruise to go on, man. We got an anniversary cruise next May.
Where you headed? Where you going on that cruise?
Bahamas, somewhere around in the Bahamas. I don't know. I'm just paid for it. Wife booked it. I'll pay for it. That's how this works.
Okay.
We going to so that's where my focus. We got my son's graduation in May. So
it's a lot going down. Yeah.
It's a lot going down. Bahamas and Grand Turks. See, there you go. That's why we keep her around. She keep me honest.
Keep him on that on the right track.
That's where we gotta go.
Grand Turk, huh? Good to see people traveling and moving.
Somebody help me convince her to go on an all-inclusive resort. That's what I'm trying to convince her to do.
Who doesn't want to do that?
Well, she likes to cruise.
Okay.
I mean, everything's there. You're safe for the most part.
Okay.
So she loves the cruise. I mean, I'm trying to be on the boat, my belly out. So,
Brandon says happy anniversary.
May 15th.
Jordan says Grand Turks. Exclamation
May
mark.
24th.
Then we got for that. Actually, what's up?
You didn't hear me say the wrong date.
Oh, you talking about dates of the trip? I can turn my brain off.
Yeah, she likes to cruise. She can turn her brain off.
Okay. I hope y'all go and have a great time. This sounds.
Have you been on a cruise before?
No, sir. I don't think we'll ever go on a cruise. I don't.
Not a fan of the water?
I'm not a big fan of the water, and I don't think April is either. What we're going to do. We haven't traveled a lot. We had kids, and then they're young, and so here soon we need to start finding out how we're going to enjoy ourselves.
I will tell you what. One thing about the cruise with kids, they have basically an onboard daycare for them. And my daughter is homeschooled, and she has never really been around the kids. Absolutely loved it. I let her drop her off. This is my wife says she can turn her brain off. Drop her off. You know she's safe. You know she's playing. She's got good, healthy activities to do.
Okay.
And I'll pick her up for lunch. And then if she doesn't want to go back, cool. We can hang out in the boat and do other activities around the boat together as a family. And if she want to go back, me and my wife went out and did our own thing on the boat. Like we were poolside reading books, drinking, having drinks. We know that we didn't have to watch and be parents for the next 4 hours.
I got you.
So, like, if you're worried about the kid part of it, cruises have you covered with that. Like, as long as the kids are behaving and having a good time, you're cool. And they have it for all ages, so you won't see a 6-year-old in the same room as a 12-year-old.
I got you.
So even and my niece is like 18, 19. They had stuff for them for those teenagers to do all throughout the day and night.
Jordan says his kids love it. Who are you cruising on?
Carnival, going on Carnival.
All right.
So I just don't like being on a boat with New Yorkers for 9 days. So that's a whole nother story.
Are New Yorkers rowdy? Are they rowdy?
Impatient.
Okay. That's a New York lifestyle.
Yeah.
When was the last time y'all took a cruise?
2 years ago.
Okay.
So it's time for another one.
Should be very entertaining. You want to talk about Philly show?
Yeah. Hot mess. Okay, I won't say hot mess, but
I don't even know how to kick this off. Like, I just took in information. I kept my mind open, and I just took in what I heard.
So I think me and you both talk about this, about shows. Why you like Burbank, why I like EC3Con. You see the security, you see the security presence and the security presence.
Even though I went to the front row car show, I turn around, cops.
Yeah.
Guns. I turn around, cops. Handcuffs.
The fact that somebody got followed to the restaurant and got stuff jacked up a car and got followed from the show to the restaurant, that's a little nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm. But my message is, I'm not even going to. I wasn't at the show. Can't speak on the show. Can't talk about security. I wasn't there. If I was on the floor, I'd tell you the whole nine. But my thing is this. This is what I always say, and I've been saying this for years now. Is crime in the world? Big Jon, is that crime? Yeah. Everybody in the chat, do you know of the word crime? Then there's crime in the hunt. And that's, I don't know why we're walking around thinking we're any place else but the world.
Even if we're like, you at the show, you leave the show, you're still supposed to have the presence of mind of what's going on around you.
This is why, this is why I don't carry a Zion. I don't carry anything Did I see somebody else carrying? I remember one time Junior asked me, why don't you get a Zion case? Like, nah. And he asked me why. I said, when we get to the car, I explain this to you.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't walk around looking like
a potential target.
I can't do it, man. My Chicago in me just won't let me do that. My spidey senses are tingling. I can't do it.
I mean, you see my case. I like my case. I don't mind taking it to the show, but also I don't have anything crazy in there. But again, I am always head on a swivel.
Always. When I leave a show,
mm-hmm.
I'm just looking around.
It's very rarely that somebody can sneak up on me.
Yeah. Also, when I go to a show and go anywhere, I leave zero in the car. I'm not passing judgment on anybody. You can do whatever you want to do. And again, I wasn't there. But I'm not leaving anything in the car.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
This is also my concern with the National. If they move to a bigger venue downtown, like McCormick Place, something like that, because I can see a lot more crime happening in Chicago if you're moving it into the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that crime is going to start making its way to Rosemont too.
Yeah, at least they can make the effort, right?
Definitely downtown.
You know what I'm saying? But at least make them make the effort to actually go out to Rosemont.
Yeah, make them work for it. I always make them work for it.
You know, I've been downtown Chicago. We talk about the taste of Chicago. I just seen some amazing pickpockets.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the bump technique and all kind of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. So,
but again, Big Jon and I were not at the Philly Card Show.
Nope.
Not talking poorly about the Philly Card Show. Don't know. I think our comments are more for hobby in general. Please don't walk around thinking that this doesn't happen here. Especially if car values are, rising or dipping. Yeah, it's sad for shows. But Zerny, we keep it real. This is the real world. It's the real world. I've said, and I don't want to put ideas out there, but I'll say that I'm surprised more hasn't happened. I won't say what's on my mind, but I've always definitely, if I get to the door, I'm just going to tell you about me. If I get to the door and there's no security, you may see the same FD on the show. My mind is on a lot of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around. I'm checking. Junior stays by me. G stays by me. And I'm looking. And I've already told people before, if I'm in a show, Big Jon, I'll tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
If something buck wild happens in that show, in my immediate, that show is over. My mind's going to something else.
And we're not talking about, you just mentioned having your kids with you.
Yes.
Right.
Like with me.
Me and my daughter can be at the park by ourselves, and if she goes behind a slide and I don't see her for 0.2 seconds, I'm calling her name out.
That's on mine.
And I know we're the only ones at the park.
Yeah. So we went to a function at the park 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to people. Where the hell are my children at? Right? Oh, okay. Okay. I see this person. Right. Okay.
I am. If there's other kids in the park, I will stand at the highest point and walk around and keep pace and keep interacting from a good little. So she can have fun with the kids, but I'm like, hey, I'm right here.
Yep.
If she doesn't see me for a couple seconds, she's dad.
Yeah, I'm just not trying to be. Security shouldn't be a concern, at least not with the car show. Oh, Brendan?
Security should always be a concern with the amount of money you're talking about having at a car show.
Brendan. All I can say, it's going to be a concern for me, and I'm going to make sure I know where everything I came in here with. I'm going to make sure I know where it's at.
If you were never taught this, when you go somewhere in public, as a guy, I always know what the X's are when I walk in.
So we went to Miami for work. I went to Miami for work 12, 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we walk in this place right by the Atlantic Ocean. What is that street called in Miami? It's not called Ocean Drive, is it?
It could be. I've never known.
I can't remember, but the street that's right off the Atlantic Ocean. And we go into this bar, and the first thing I do, I order something to drink, and I take a loop. And the people that I'm with at work, they kind of crack up laughing because they know what I'm doing. I'm looking for exits.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely can't be chained because we know, being from Chicago, what happened with that. And then I got to know how to get up out of here. That's just me. I'll go into a show. I'm looking, how do I get up out of here? If something was to go down. This is why I like people buy me. This is also why if I go to an amusement park, I like for my children to walk in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to be able to visually see it. I don't need to be looking back. I need to visually see. I get that, I think, from my grandmother or something. Like, you better be up here. So I wish, Brendan, that I lived in a world where security wouldn't matter. But everywhere I've been, it does. Everywhere I've been in some really nice places. Security would still matter. If I go into a club and they're not winding, I've gone to clubs, got to the door. They're not going through the security check I need. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going in. There's nothing that could coerce me to go in there. Zero. Everything is suspect until I get back to the car nowadays. Yeah. Everything is suspect. Everything. Somebody walking up that I don't know. Sometimes in Chicago, you will have some loud talkers trying to distract you. None of that's working. All those hours of the show, I don't remember it being that bad. Oh, it can be.
I remember when I was in college and one of my freshman jobs, I was a bouncer. Right. And probably the most tense situation I've been in when I had to tell the game bangers, you can't come in here with the gun in your pocket.
You had to tell who that?
When I had to tell the game bangers who wanted to come into the club and they had the gun on them, I patted them down. Bruh, you can't come in here with that. What you mean? Bruh, you can't come in here with that. Knowing that he's weapon and I'm not.
They hit you with a what you mean?
Yeah.
What city were you in, bro?
This was coming to South Carolina.
Wow.
But he's the one with the weapon, and I'm the one not with the weapon, and we outside. And
what did he do? Did he turn around and go off away?
He come around, put it in the car. We came back, patted him down again, was gone. And it worked out well. But you talk about a intense 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Bruh, come on, bruh. Like, look, man, it's days in come on, man. You gonna be drinking? No, you can't drink it, man. I mean, I'll give you a couple of man, bro. I can't let you in us. You pull it out with somebody. I can't have it on my conscience, man. Like, you just have to go with the great no force. This is negotiating. This is rationalizing somebody negotiating.
Sancho says I'm hiring Ron Artest as my security guard. I'm just letting people know. I just think people want to believe that the hobby is a certain thing. It's still a part of the real world.
Mm-hmm.
When you have valuable things around. I was in a mall last Saturday. Nice mall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking past Cartier and other nice stores. There are security guards inside.
Yep.
Why? Why would there be a security guard inside of a
mall
store? I went to Vegas.
They got valuables.
I went to Vegas. They have a very nice mall right by the Aria. I'm walking around. Every store had a security guard. So you thinking about snatching and grabbing? Why do snatch and grabs happen? It's no different in the show. And I'll say now that we're on this, I wouldn't be surprised if you're on the show and there's some snatching and grabbing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you at a show. Well, yeah, my mind just goes on a bunch of stuff that I'm not trying to be a part of. And what makes me feel better about a show is if I show up and I see security. Again, I wasn't in Philly, don't know. But I'm damn sure not walking around being naive about. Not at all. I would never go to the. Even when you go to the National, people. Have y'all been to the National? There are folks everywhere. There are cops everywhere. There are plain clothes everywhere. And there are signs saying you're being watched. There are people everywhere.
And people still try to steal. Yes. People still try to pickpocket. Yes. And they still try it. Yes. And again, I've been to some VFW shows that didn't have security and was very safe and it was a fine show. But it wasn't never lost on me that if something goes down, there's no help coming for 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah. The irony of the hobby being an escape isn't lost on me. Mm-hmm. I'm not going anywhere for certain things that, like I said, and it's not like you got to go to a bad part of town. If I'm anywhere, I'm thinking about what is going down right now.
But I think the bigger your show is, the more as a showrunner you need to be aware of what your security needs are.
Mm-hmm. And so that means if you need to have your own independent security at your table, that's what you need to do.
But it's like, even if me and you threw a show, right? And let's say first it started off as a VFW 20 table show, and somehow we grew it to 100 show. At each step, we're having a conversation about, hey, what type of security do we need at the show? How is everybody safe?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't stop snatch and grabs. I can't stop people trying to, look over here and steal it over here, be a distraction for stuff. But I can make sure weapons don't get in, right? I can make sure that I have somebody that can de-escalate any arguments happening, right? So I can make sure that we have cameras so we get facial, of everybody that's coming into the building at the very least. So there's just things that even as a showrunner, you should be thinking about to make sure everybody who attends your show, whether dealer or buyer, has some level of security and safety.
Well, some people are trying to cut costs, so sometimes this stuff falls by the wayside.
Yeah. And you cut costs until, hey, you until that contract says you were supposed to have security and you didn't, somebody stole from me, now I'm suing you and your company directly.
Plainclothes security and uniform officers for starters, yeah. I'm telling you, if you ever go to the National, there are people walking around that I know they're not here for cards. I'm just watching them. They're not at a table looking at anything. They're doing more looking around at people than anything. They don't have a Zion kit. They're not doing any of that.
Especially if you had a show and there's liquor close, Hold on, right back.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's just me though, people. I just gotta be. I don't drink, and I not drinking at a show. Unless something really changes. Unless I'm celebrating something. And I haven't been celebrating anything at a show like that. So that's just me. I need to be coherent, see what's happening, find out what my young people are, and then I need to get out if I need to get out. But when I walk into anything now, at this point in my life, and I see security at the door, this is a totally different experience for me. I'm still guarded, but I'm not as guarded, let me say. But that's where we're at, people. These are easy fixes. Or am I crazy? I think Brendan's easy, but it just causes costs to go up. And some shows are trying to keep costs low. Low. But these are fixes. These are fixes that can be implemented and will yield good results, will improve the brand of your show. When people know that they come, they know they're safe. I would think it would result in bigger cards being on tables, bigger deals being transacted at the show. But you know, again, we weren't at the Philly show. Can't speak on what was happening on the floor with security or anything like that, but just the conversation around it sparked. So there's some individuals left, went to get something to eat. Some stuff was taken out of that car. I don't know what security can do about that, but at least you know while you're in the building, you're good.
All right, with that.
All right. I think it would be fixed, but still stay on point. It could be fixed, but still, yeah. I mean, do your thing. Hey, when I go to a mall, I can go anywhere. I kid you not. I can go to the grocery store. I'm in the parking lot looking. Usually my family is talking to me, and I'm like looking around at folks. I'm just not the easy win. You got to really put in some work to shake the trees and see what falls from the leaves.
The hobby is interesting. So, card shows. I mean, moral of the story is just be on point, watch your bag, watch your surroundings. And if you have expensive stuff, just know you could be potentially a target, and you should be keeping that thing safe. If it's valuable to you, it is valuable to somebody else.
Yep. What a Brendan today is. Do you think it's more dangerous today, or are you just more aware?
Both.
I think even as a kid, I knew to keep. If I took a bat or a ball or something to a show to get an autograph, I knew to keep that on my person. And this is going back to when I was 14 years old. Like, I'm not sitting something down, and I'm not. Even back then, you would have stuff that came up missing. So I know some people. I've met some people that just got stuff signed, set it down somewhere, stuff came up missing. So I think this is about any. This is going to an amusement park. This is any group activity where crowds are involved.
I try to tell my son this because he's 17 that at the same ages, I had more freedom than he has now. One, because I earned it, because I was allowed to, because it was less inherent danger. Right? I took the city bus to school. You've never been on a city bus. Right? You took the school bus that's been driven there where you wanted to go. You don't have the same sense of awareness that I have as adult, because I had to be more aware of what my surroundings when I was a kid, right? So, we went outside of the point where we left for the day, And as long as we were back by the time the lights came on, parents wasn't worried. Now, hey, text me when you get there. Text me when you're leaving. You know, checking to know you're safe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just we live in a different time, and a time that is more dangerous, and so you have to be more aware, and you treat things well. Like, boom, my son's getting on this plane for the first time by himself, and I'm gonna be like talking to him, talking his way through it the whole step of the way. My first time on the plane, I said, "Hey, Mom, I'm doing this mock trial competition. It's in Boston. They're paying for my ticket. Can I go?" Yes, you can go. Sign the petition up. Didn't meet the counselors. Didn't know anything. I'm good to go. Get on the plane. Bye. Figure out what you need to go. Now I got them talking. You need X, Y, and Z. You're gonna go through this gate. You're gonna do this. And we're gonna talk them through the whole thing to make sure that, hey, you understand what you're going to go through for the very first time is not as foreign. So it's just a different time we live in.
Zerny says, so should you stay close to the event or further away from the event to deter someone from getting robbed and taken away from the event? Where I'm staying is not, I'm going to stay in a nice place, but where I'm staying is not, it's about the protocol I'm on when I leave my room and then I get back to my room. And then it's a whole other protocol to me about, are you locking your door? How are you locking your door? We were somewhere and Junior asked me, heading from the lobby to the room, to the elevator, what room are we in? I told him I'm not answering that question right now. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you why later. And then when we got to the room, I told him, like, you don't openly talk about what room you're in when you're around mixed company. Like, you don't know, I don't know who's around me right now and who's listening. But I do appreciate, we went to Atlanta and I went to Vegas, and I think I was in the Marriott in Anaheim, and you can't get in the elevator and go anywhere unless you have a valid room key.
In Anaheim, yeah.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere unless you have a valid room key. Yeah, and like in Vegas, you couldn't get up to any floor. That elevator is not active unless you have a valid room key. Mm-hmm. Now, that makes me feel great. But now if I walk up to that elevator, I'm hitting buttons, and I'm popping and bopping from the 11th floor to the 2nd floor to the 3rd floor to the 18th floor, in my mind, we got problems. Because I'm not being vocal about. But I also used to manage a motel, and I think about security and different things. But I'm not blurting out my room number in the lobby. Nobody's popping up at my door, all that kind of jazz. So when I told him, he completely understood what I was talking about. Was that on his mind at 7, 8 years old? Nope. Wasn't on his mind. But then it's on me to kind of educate, train up. It's going there. I've been at hotels before in the past where people just hang around the hotel door. Do they stay there? Who knows? But if you let them in the elevator, they're getting dizzy now. Mm-hmm. I've been in situations where I felt like somebody was following me before, and I've gotten off on the floor and just stopped. And I'm trying to figure out where they're going now. Then I've jumped back on the elevator and I'm gone. You got to put the work in, baby. If you want to, I'm not sleeping. I'll tell y'all this story. This is a totally different story, but it relates. I first moved to California, and I go over, I'm outside of Oakland. I'm trying to remember what city I'm in. I'm on the Oakland side, though. Hayward? Somewhere around there. I think it was Hayward. And I stop at this is when I was still eating this stuff. I stop at I think a Chili's or Applebee's. One of them. So I go to the door. I'm talking to my father on the phone. And I get out the car and I'm walking towards the door. And I notice there's a guy right up against the entrance of the door. And he's acting like he's on the phone. But when he turned his head, you could see on the iPhone that he was not on the phone. I knew this, right? So I told my father, let me get off the phone because I think I got to check a dude at the door right quick. And I got off the phone. So I walk in and I look at him and I say, hey, what's up? I know this guy is not on the phone. And he's just talking. Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, man. Like I said, he's just making up conversation, looking for someone to take advantage of. I go in, sit down, order my beverage. I think I ordered an appetizer. Like 15 minutes later, woman comes in, holding her head, bleeding all over the place. This guy had a long trench coat on. That's another thing. It wasn't that damn cold.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He had a long trench coat on and he had a pipe under it. So when this older woman walked by, he hit her in her head, grabbed her purse, ran to a running car, and was gone.
Mm-hmm.
But she got out thinking, I'm just going to go get something to eat. I got out kind of looking around like, what the hell's going on? Why is this dude so close to the door? It's warm out. Why does he have a big-ass trench coat on? That's what goes through my mind.
Yeah.
So police came, ambulance came, picked her up. Her night changed. You know, a slight wound to the head, you're going to bleed out. So that's what she was doing. But I thought to myself, I know that's the same dude. And I asked a few people, what did she say happened to her? And she described this guy. Now, so I'm looking for stuff no matter where I go, no matter what is popping on. And maybe and I'm not stressed, people. So it's not like, man, after you're carrying all that stress with you, I'm not stressed.
The kids today would call that trauma dumping. It's like, now this is not trauma. Huh?
What's
so
that?
The kids today would call that trauma dumping.
Maybe so.
This ain't trauma. This is just like life lessons and you to understand.
Life lessons, man. Don't be made an example of.
Mm-hmm.
Just life lessons. This is something I've been taught over time. I mean, my grandmother lived in Mississippi, and I used to go down with her and chill out for the summer. And she wire you up on a whole bunch of stuff that you should be looking out for. This is not just Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bunch of stuff about life.
I mean, I would tell everybody you should people watch should be your favorite sport. Whenever you go out in public, just watching people, like just seeing how they move, you'll learn a lot, and you'll know what's a threat and what's not a threat.
And we do got to have the FOs stare. We do. I think I look at people and it's probably not. Probably pick somebody else. Let me go find somebody else over here.
Hey, well, I tell people all the time, you need to lose weight. Look, tell them I love being as big as I am, as tall as I am, because you got to weigh your options before you try me. You gotta really want to try me to try me.
I just try to be aware. That's all I ask people to do. And I think if we're more aware, then less things are probably going to be going down. And this is no hate on Zion cases. So I don't want anybody to take anything like that away from this, but just not my vibe. A lot of times I prefer to not have anything on me, depending on what I'm doing. Like, I'm not walking around with too many bags.
So what else? So I'm happy with the hobby today.
Okay.
Because my consignment submission came back really good. 5 out of 7 on the PSA 10 front.
Okay. Bravo.
All wrestling cards. I'm very happy with myself on that because I don't know if you remember, but 3-4 weeks ago that last one was brutal to your boy. So let's see.
I need to send some stuff in soon. I haven't sent anything in a while.
I got one more still out there, 15 cards that's got to pop in like a week or two. So I'll be excited to see that. And then I don't know if I'm gonna send more away to see where we balance out at. I get real nervous with these shiny cards and back that have the little roller marks. Because sometimes PSA, depending on who the grade is, it's still a good 10 with a bad back. And other times you get a 5. So, yeah, you're weighing my options.
Well, so
Let's see. But I got a couple cool things I'll show.
Hey Jordan, you keep staring people down. Don't stop, man. Oh yeah, Machado.
So Machado. So this is one of the good ones. The Silver Roman Reigns.
Let me bring this up there. Nice card, man.
That's nice. And then can I go back?
Pop one?
Oh, the Pop 13.
Okay.
The Pop 1 is the Amaga. Oh, yeah, so this is the Pop 1 coming up now. The Amaga. So that's a Pop PSA 10. But all these are low pop. Like that Roman Reigns was Pop 13.
Mm-hmm.
I will keep that. The dub.
We're happy to have you here. Come in anytime, man.
The dub with your boy. Still a nice card though, with your boy B Pods.
Okay.
That was one of the 9s.
Cool.
Still a nice card though. And let's see. It's only 7, so I love it when it's sequential. This is the other 9 right here, but this card is nice. It would have holding the 2 belts. And 18. And my favorite card of the submission should be this one. The Cody Rhodes Spread Wave. That looks really good.
Yeah, nice card. What was your turnaround time on this order submission?
Well, let's see. I think like 6-7 weeks. This was a little bit longer than most.
Okay.
Yeah, they shipped them, went to PC at 1019, got to PSA at 11.5, graded by 12/17, so a little over six weeks.
But shout out to the basketball world is slandering Pods lately. Shooting percentage, man.
She trash. No. I what the games I've seen, I don't understand the IQ. But the shooting percentage, I don't understand the IQ. So,
well, you know this is Steve Kerr's guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, did I think at the beginning of the season he was going to play better than us? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that. But it just ain't happening. Yeah, B-Pods. I mean, I think he's going to be in some kind of trade scenario soon. Got to get up and out, bro.
Hey, but the
I know Klay Thompson is like, you kept this dude, and did you make me move?
Yeah, those 18 points a game look real good right now, don't they?
Who's going to Golden State?
Nobody.
You don't believe that?
I do believe that. I just told you, other than Jimmy Butler, no other big names getting traded.
Yeah, Darvin Ham is running the NBA up. Well, hold up. Let's focus in on what you just said. What did you just say?
Other than Jimmy Butler, no other big names getting traded.
Oh, you know that this would be the weakest trade deadline in years of that again. That's not the case, Big Jon.
That's gonna be the case.
Mm-mm.
Embiid's injured. Nobody who's serious about winning champions is going to trade for him. Nobody from the Boston is going to get traded. Nobody from Memphis is going to get traded. Minnesota's already made their trade.
So none of these teams are going to try to get better.
They're not going to be moves to get better. All right. So does Phoenix blow it up?
Yeah, they have to at some point. They're not doing anything.
So if Phoenix blows it up, you getting rid of KD, or you getting rid of Booker?
I would say KD probably has the most value.
Right. So if they decide to blow it up, KD, Clippers don't have room to make a room.
You do know Booker's not that dude, right? Not that dude.
I don't think he'll be coached. I don't think this coach can coach him.
You said this coach can or cannot?
Cannot.
I don't think anybody is coaching Booker to be an NBA elite player. Like, he's not on the. I mean, Booker is okay. He's gonna give you some shots some nights. Some nights he's, what is Booker averaging right now?
He's down. He's having a decent season, but he's down. But okay, go through the teams, right? Orlando is hurt. They don't make a move. Maybe Charlotte moves on from LaMelo Ball. Maybe
they definitely got to do that. That dude's doing nothing. We talked about this.
Yeah,
dude's not doing much.
The Hawks started winning, so they probably keep Trey Young.
That's the wrong move. You get that guy out of there.
Brooklyn is trying to get younger, but Brooklyn don't have any stars. That's still trying to tank. Houston is not in a position to win it, so Udoka probably won't want to go all in.
Why is Booker scoring down?
Because you have KD and Bill on your team.
We had KD and Bill last year. Look what he's shooting from the three. Just not. I mean, he's a good player, bro. You don't build your franchise around this guy. You don't. Good player, though.
So I don't know.
You heard anybody in the hobby talking about Booker?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't even know who in the hobby is anybody even talking about right now when it comes to basketball.
Look at this comedy George just put up. Just some Dave Chappelle kind of stuff right here. LaMelo Ball is tough. I can't even get that out, man. I can't even get that out. That's some Boogie Cousins kind of stuff right there.
Oh, wow. Would you rather LaMelo Ball or De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron Fox. If I'm building a real team, De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, that's a hot take. All right, that's fire take. Top
Would
five.
you rather Derek White or LaMelo Ball?
I'd rather have Derek White. If I'm building a team.
So I don't think he's a top 5 point guard when you talk about that.
LaMelo Ball is out there playing for himself, people. We go through this all the time. Brendan says that humanity. Dave Chappelle. I'm telling you, bro, you need a stage or the microphone.
What is your boy Scoot Henderson doing up in Portland?
What is he doing? What
is he doing up in Portland?
Let's look at Scoot. I think I was really wrong on Scoot.
Oh, hey, somebody clip that. LV said he was wrong about somebody. Somebody clip that.
I've said this before. This is not. Don't do it, bro, like that. Don't do it, bro, like that. I've said this before. No. Don't do that.
It's like that moment when you tell your girl she right, she ain't gonna never let you forget it.
That's true. That is solid truth right there. Where we at here? What the hell is Scoop? Oh, okay. Come on, 10 points a game? I don't know what's popping with Scoop. This draft may end up being a bad draft. I'm telling you. I don't know what happened with Scoop, man.
How do you fix player development?
Make them stay in college longer. That's what you do. Make them stay in college. Most of these guys, man, OTE leagues and stuff, bro. Bro, see, Brandon Miller's taking steps.
Yep.
He can improve his three. but his shooting percentage is down on 3 and field. But he's taking steps. He just needs to get LaMelo out of there.
Jordan, if you put LaMelo on Sacramento and De'Aaron Fox on Charlotte, Charlotte's a playoff team and Sacramento is a lottery team.
There's no comparison to me between De'Aaron Fox and LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is a player we've seen before of the Carmelo Anthony School of playing basketball. That's what I always said. It's the Carmelo Anthony School. You score points, you look impressive, but you're giving up points on the other end, and you don't play defense. Scoop not on the right team.
I just hate that this Dame leaving Portland and leaving Chauncey with that team makes it like Chauncey can't coach. And for some reason, I don't feel like that's the case.
Well, I'll say this. There are a lot of coaches that are put in situations to fail.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked about the Bears coach. He'll probably never be he'll never be a head coach in his life. So, of course, there are a lot of people out here who are put in situations to fail. Chauncey is probably in a situation where he's not going to look right.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my affinity for Chauncey.
I like Chauncey a lot. I think he has the potential to be a great coach. I think he had, when everybody said he was a bust, when he was a player, you could see something there. You got with Detroit, you saw more of it. So, Ben Johnson.
No, the Bears need an established head coach to start changing the culture. They do not need a new coach.
They can't change the culture. I don't think they can change the culture until they get new ownership. I'm going to keep saying this. You can bring in whoever. Until you get new ownership, every team that wins a championship, the ownership is key to whatever they're doing. Robert Kraft, very key to what was going on there.
I don't think the ownership changes until they get a new stadium.
Yeah, probably so. That's probably true.
I think they get this new stadium built, then they can sell that team for an extra couple $1 billion.
I just like how McCaskey just pops up every now and then. What's he doing?
I don't know.
Doesn't know football. That man does not know football.
But Mrs. McCaskey is still alive.
So is Darren better than Dame? I don't even compare them. I guess they both play point.
Darren who?
Fox. If I'm building a team, I'm getting Fox. Hope that helps. Machado, you don't want that. Well, what did Machado say? Oh, Brian Johnson. Machado said these NBA prospects need, say, 4 years, at least 3. Like the women hoopers coming out. The league is so mid right now. All due respect. So everybody shooting threes can't shoot threes.
Have you seen any women's college basketball this year? Took time to tune into some of it.
What did you ask me? What?
Have you seen some women's college basketball this year?
Very little. Only some highlights of Juju.
They're balling all around, man. Like Hannah Hidalgo in Notre Dame.
I know Hidalgo is balling. Yep.
Flage and LSU is balling. You know, you at Gamecocks are going through their struggles. They still balling down there in Columbia. You know, Paige up here is balling. Like, it's some good basketball being played in the girls' college game right now. It's like it's some good games being watched.
What's up, Nathan? What's going on?
What's up, Nathan?
You mean basketball purgatory, otherwise known as the G League? That's funny. Women college teams expire. Yeah, I told you. Yep.
Hannah Hidalgo is balling.
But we know right now, when we sit and look at her and Juju, they got another year left.
They got 2 years left.
Oh, they got 2 years left.
They can't come out until they have the degree.
People sleep on rose colored shoes. Yeah.
You have to be over 21 and have your degree or begin your degree shortly after the draft to come out.
If that was the case with like players like LaMelo Ball, what would be going on? You know what I love? I love you know me. I love the clips of LeVar getting in LaMelo's ass from their TV show because everything that he says then applies now. You can look at his game. His game has not changed. His game is about himself. And there are a lot of players like that. I have a friend that I'll say this stuff. He's like, man, that's the whole NBA. And he's not lying. You got players out there here about themselves.
The thing, wait a minute, you're supposed to be the best players in the world, and you go 5 minutes without scoring a point both teams. And it's not because y'all playing good defense, because y'all just not hitting shots. Y'all refuse to take I think last week I complained about WNBA not hitting layups. I've seen people have open layups and pass it out to a contested three or a corner three that gets missed when you had 2 points right there. So like it's the analytics have taken over basketball. It makes no sense.
Yep.
Playoff time, you're gonna see mid-range.
All right, let's watch some comedy right quick. Hold on. You tell me what in the game has changed. What in the game has changed?
You terrible, son. I thought you was better than that, man. You think you're bigger than what you are, and you're not. Your whole fault because you ain't used to it. And until you learn to be like your brother and play both ends, you're gonna be sorry as hell.
It goes out of bounds, but
Big Jon, did you hear that?
Oh, hello.
A few moments later.
You're a selfish You get tapped in the head. I told your ass. We cannot respond like that. You of all people. But you let me down. You my brand. You my game. We don't win because your ass. Let's go. What you want to do? Son, I told your ass. I said, you getting on my bad last nerve because you're doing the wrong over and over and over. Work on your shot.
Over. Yeah, that's a mental ball, dog. But some kind of way, people look at him and see something totally different today.
I don't know.
That blows my mind. Really? And then if I say something to people like, man, FD, man, you always on the line. What you talking about? Just speaking facts, people. LeVar on ass cheeks, folks. Calling it like it is. I laugh at some of that stuff, bro. I laugh when people said Lonzo was better than De'Aaron Fox coming out of college. Come on. Hey, I'll show up every week, and when LaMelo is holding that MVP and championship trophy, I won't say a thing. Well, you won't be showing up for that. You think you're going to show up for that, Jordan? Man, you almost choked me, man. Those LeVar Ball cards with different inscriptions are too legendary. Leaf cards, I think, but might be wrong. I think I remember saying them. I thought they were Leaf. You also said Caitlin wasn't an elite passer. What is an elite passer? Big Jon, can you shed some light? Jordan, what is an elite passer? What?
You did say that.
Is she an elite passer?
Yeah, I think she is. She gets yeah.
Really?
I'm excited to see where she goes.
What you started to see? What?
I'm excited to where she goes next year. I'm excited for it.
What you mean by to where she goes? What do you mean?
Like, does she take another level? Does she take another spot?
I'm just asking. Is she an elite passer?
Yeah,
she is.
She got the skills. Yeah, she can pass. She can dime you up.
Okay. Did anybody ever see Caitlin Clark get locked down on defense throughout the season?
She has, yes.
Did anybody see Jordan? Did you? Big John. Did anybody see that?
Yes.
Okay.
You just saw what kind of shooting night did Shea have tonight?
Oh, his night still wasn't horrible. He had 21 points.
She got D'd up and still had 21 games. Like it happens. It happens to the best. You get D'd up.
Okay. You playing games.
I'm not playing games. I'm not even playing devil's advocate with this.
What did Shea shoot tonight, man? Y'all crack me up, man. Elite passer. So who led the league in assists? Yeah, who led the regular season in assists? Anybody know the answer to that?
I'm looking for it now.
I'm trying to see what the elite passer ended up. Yo, Big John, you gonna grade that Angel Reese cereal box? Good question.
Oh, it's on eBay now, but I don't know what to do with it.
Jordan said she led the league in assists.
Caitlin Clark led the league in assists, 8.4 per game.
Who's number 2?
Alyssa Thompson, 7.9. Natasha Cloud, 6.9. Skylar Diggins, 6.4. Sabrina, 6.2. Caitlin averaged 19 points per game, 41% field goal, 34% from the three.
Let's pull that up. Pull that up, man. Let me see that.
I'll show you. I'll pull it up. No, was Caitlin Clark overhyped last season? Yes. Did she have a great season? Yes.
Okay.
Both can be done. All right. Let's see. Points. Asia, Enrique, Caitlin Clark, 7 points per game. She's behind elites in that category. Right? So
Jordan had to put on my reading glasses. That's hilarious, man.
Hey, but Angel led in rebounds. I know she led in offensive rebounds.
Don't play. So you trying to slide? See, just slide that in, man.
I ain't sliding it in.
There you are.
My criticism still stands. When you miss.
Okay, so for the record, Caitlin Clark is an elite passer.
So on that note, I think we should end on a good note tonight. We
Jordan
missions of Rome.
Jordan, I'll give it to you. I can't ignore data. So let's see if she can run it back. Hey, but I appreciate everyone being here. We've had a great night. Great group up in here. People involved in the chat. I don't want anybody to say that I can't remember when I'm wrong. So I'm here.
Thanks for being here next week. I don't think we'll be back next Tuesday because it's Christmas Eve. But
yes, I hope everybody has a great holiday with your family. Kiss your people, hug them, take pictures with everybody. It's very, 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 very important. Machado, thank you. Jordan, thank you. Brendan, thank you. Everybody that's been here, appreciate you. Zerny, appreciate you. It's all good.
It was good times.
And wishing everyone a great 2025.
Next episode, Machado, Jordan, Brendan, Zerny, I want y'all to come back with like what y'all goals are for in the hobby next year.
Yeah, we can talk about that. I have a few. Bullet points to line out. I got some things I'm trying to do. It ain't gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be significant. I might even buy a Caitlin Clark card.
See, we get trolled now.
He's already says bet. Come on through, bro. We'll talk about it.
You know,
thank you all. Thank you for being here. Big Jon. I always appreciate
some of the best cards.
Yeah. Big Jon, you have some Caitlin Clark, right?
No, I have no Caitlin Clark. I don't have any single focus for WA besides USC Gamecocks. That's my particular focus.
I always want some Angel Reese. I haven't done that yet.
I send you a PSA 5 when I get it. You can be the first.
Hit me up. Well, brother, you enjoy yourself, man. You work the rest of the week?
Yes.
So do I.
I'm working good. Jordan asked to put up Ball versus Fox real quick. Let's do that real quick.
He wants to put up what?
Ball versus Fox.
Oh, he wants to do like a stat mute? Like a
yeah.
Hold on.
Let's see that real quick.
No problem. For the people, man. For the people ask, we come through.
Hey, y'all hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what y'all think about the WWE cards that got graded. Think I made the right choice grading those cards, or should I be, trying to get different people?
Hold on, let me. Where's the comparison at? Hold on, man. Big Jon, I cannot find a comparison. Let me know if you can find that.
That's for reference?
Yeah, I'm on StatMuse. I was trying to hit StatMuse. Player comparison. Let's see here.
All right, so you put up LaMelo, I put up De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Right. So Fox this year is 26 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 19.8 PER.
Hold up. Do you have that? Where's that? Do you have that? I guess you just said it.
I have it. I have him up.
You do? Share that thing.
So that's De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, is it showing? There we go. Okay, 26 again. Shooting
26 a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
Shooting 48%.
48%.
32
from 3.
Okay, let me.
And then let's go LaMelo.
Uh, 30.2 points a game. Shooting 35, 36% from the three, 42% from the field. And I can't even look at his plus. Let me try to see if I can find this.
26 PER. So by stat wise, he's having a better season, but his team is losing.
Yeah, but what's his plus minus? That's the question. This cat's plus minus 1.2. You think he's an all-star this year?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Numbers wise, he should be. Yeah.
Okay. He's almost played as many games as he did last year. We shall see. So is the story on LaMelo that he really doesn't have talent around? Or is the story he doesn't make people
19
better?
games versus 27 games. We'll see.
Yeah. Which is more of a reason why I like De'Aaron Fox.
The eye test is
stat head. Hold on. Machado's right. I don't know why I went there. Hold on. When my people give me the knowledge, that's why I couldn't.
So Charlotte is 7-19, and the Kings are 13-14.
I just don't understand why the Kings don't get De'Aaron Fox some help.
They need a superstar.
I don't get it.
I got you. I got you.
Here we go. They're almost tip for tat, man, which is interesting. I guess the LaMelo probably has him in a few categories.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, LaMelo has the best BPM. They've both been an all-star one time.
Yeah, one been to the playoffs multiple times, the other one hasn't.
That is interesting.
So this is a case when I tell you numbers would tell you the story you ever want to tell.
Yeah, I'm still rolling with De'Aaron Fox. I still.
I'm still rolling with Fox. Looking up the numbers, but go to those empty stats from LaMelo don't qualify to wins. That's not trying to turn into wins and losses.
Yeah,
you know.
Does De'Aaron Fox have a better team around him?
Yeah, consider Sabonis, defensive shooting guard, Davion Mitchell. He had a lockdown defender come out the bench in Davion Mitchell. And he has reliable DeRozan. So, Jordan, you really believe if you swap them teams that the Kings would still be a playoff team? If you swap.
Look at this comparison. Are you seeing this?
Mm-hmm.
Is the Melo Ball better than Anthony Edwards?
More rebounds, more assists. Better BPM, better three-point shooter.
Edwards played 120 more games.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why Edwards gets his press. LaMelo been hurt. Ja's been doing his job. There's no one else that's really high flying. This would have been one of my favorite parts of the show. Hey, I appreciate y'all. There's no comparison. Who had the best talent around each player you're talking about? But if you don't have talent, wouldn't you score more? I mean, you can't say that, though. I mean, LaMelo had Bridges. Bridges was a scorer. You can't just say he just had Brandon Miller. At least I don't think so.
But you also seen LaMelo Ball not accept coaching, not accept accountability.
Yes, laughing and joking on the bench when his team's getting blown out. I don't see it shredded. But man, I'm just a dude sitting there. I feel like I don't see leadership, but maybe I'm completely wrong.
He said LaMelo will make the Kings at least 8 in the West. So the Kings were 8 in the West last year. They were 8 in the West last year, right? Or were they higher than 8 last year?
It's funny, man, when you look. We should do more of this. When you look at this stuff, it gets real interesting. But Big Jon, I don't want to keep you.
The Kings was 9th last year, so they have still been in the play-in game with LaMelo. How does that make them better than Fox? That argument, I don't understand that.
Okay.
He just got DeRozan this year.
But you do know, Big Jon, LaMelo Ball, Luka, and LeBron. If you're a fan of them, there's no data that's going to. There's no roster that.
I had somebody tell me that Luka was underappreciated in the hobby.
I don't know what will show that he is appreciated.
He's underappreciated in the hobby. I'm like, look how expensive car drive for somebody who hasn't won a championship.
Hasn't won the championship and doesn't come to the court in shape. I don't know. We'll see. I don't see Luka win the championship this year. Anybody out there see that? Anybody see Luka winning the championship this year? Let me know. We got what? Mag. What does Mag mean? Oh, nope. Luka's not winning the championship this year. Anybody see him win one next year? Anybody going for next year? I will still say Luka will retire with no chip. Yep. It's not happening, people. And a lot of people are going to be hurt when that doesn't happen. You know, I've had so much fun. You know, digging into this data always, and then hearing people's comments is always exciting to me. There's nothing like it. Big Jon, I appreciate you, man.
All right, everybody.
Hey, I appreciate all of you all. Way to come with it the last 10 minutes.
No, Chad never disappoints.
There's no joke, baby. This one you thought it was safe. We're gonna get into this data. But remember when you heard it first, years ago when people said I was crazy. You know, y'all say FD, man, you don't never remember you're wrong. I'm gonna remember I'm right. Luka is not winning the championship, baby, and there's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be a lot of people hurt. I see like every game he's bending over more. You notice that?
Yeah, he just dropped 45 on your boys, though. So, you know.
You can drop 45 in the regular season. Can you not foul out of a game in the playoffs? Huh? Talk to me, dog.
All right, I gotta
That's right. We rolling, baby.
I see everybody next week, man.
See you next week. Talk to you. Luca, baby. It ain't happening.